Hello everyone, it's me again, GW Fan the Softcore Brony, welcoming you back to Let's Play My Little Pony Fantasy VI. Last time, we escaped from the Magitech Research Facility. We got Twilight back, and hey, Rainbow Dash here has joined the party. I've got a multitude of things to do today, a couple of side quests, also some technical stuff I'm going to be going over, starting right now, but not too much this time. Well, as long as Bloom's in the party, I'll quickly go over for the new tool we just picked up that you may or may not have. Debilitator. It's, as it says, it casts a random weak point on a single target. It could be any element whatsoever. It can be useful against enemies, or especially bosses that do not possess a weakness. Anyway, we have Rainbow Dash. Check it out. Those are her stats. Not too bad, honestly. Much better than Setzer in general, other than her defense, which is hardly a big deal since she has access to the Soar command, which you've already seen a bit of with Scootaloo way back in video number 2. Basically, the way Soar command works, just as a more proper explanation, Dash will temporarily fly up into the air, making her completely immune to any and all damage, including poison and seizure. And when she comes back down, she'll do 1.5 times her regular fight damage. Unless, of course, she's equipped with a spear, in which case the damage will be doubled. So in general, it's good to always have a spear. And also, Soar and her other ability, Gamble, are not affected by her row, so she's also going to be permanently in the back row, just like every other pony is in this game, except for, I think, Fluttershy, right? Anyway, oh, and Pinkie Pie, too. Yeah, she does have the Gamble ability, as I said already. I've gone over it a little bit last time. I showed you the trick to always getting the triple diamonds and triple chocobos, you know, with the slot machine type reels. The only other thing I really want to say about them is that really the only other thing you might honestly see is the triple airships, which is no longer non-elemental. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's wind elemental now, which is good to know for certain things later. Otherwise, we have an airship now! And hey, this guy's kind of important, but I'll get to him in a moment. If we want to change characters, we just simply talk to some pony. And everyone says something different. I'm not really going to go over all of them right now. Or, I don't even know if I will ever. But anyway, we want a different party because we have Twilight back! Whoops. And, let's see, for the moment, I'm going to take this part. Oh, and while I'm here, AJ and Pinkie Pie were not at these levels before. Since coming back, our levels have been averaged out. This happens throughout the game at certain points, and also I guess I've neglected to say that when the characters first join you, their levels are based on the average level, and plus anywhere from 0 to 2, with the exception of one character. For example, when Bloom first joins you, she has Twilight's level +1, and when, for example, Pinkie Pie joins you, she's +0, and I think that's also true of Fluttershy. AJ is I think is the only character so far who's had a +2, the average level. Anyway, I'm gonna re-equip the party real quick and be right. Oh wait, first, this guy's important because we can unequip anyone who's not in the party, or everybody if you want. So we're gonna equip all those who currently have stuff, and I'll be right back. Ah, it occurred to me, I haven't gone over Dash's equipment exactly. This is what she starts with, goody goody. She can equip a multitude of items in this one, unlike Setzer, although at the moment at least she is unable to equip Setzer's old equipment, though as I understand it, when version 1.0 becomes available, she will be able to equip them again. Until then, Pinkie Pie is currently the only character who can equip those. Anyway, otherwise, Rainbow Dash also comes with another pony feather. I don't know, kind of useless. I don't really ever use them in it past the Magitech Research Facility. So, let me re-equip Dash real quick and I'll be right back again. Ah, yet one more thing I forgot to say regarding Soar. If you want to maximize the damage of Soar, oddly enough, the best thing to do is to use the what was it called? The Power Grip. Yeah, that item, that formerly useless item known as the Gauntlet, is actually awesome for any character that knows Soar. Sure, you could equip the Magnet Hoof and equip 2 spears, but you won't soar more than once, even if you do have them both, and it won't increase your damage a whole lot. In fact, less than if she was equipped with an Iron Award or Hero Band. So yeah, for future reference, keep that in mind. Power Grit works great for soars. So, for the moment at least, here's my equipment setup. I don't really care, and I forgot to give Twilight relics. And actually, this is a good time to say some stuff about Twilight here. She has learned a few new things since we last saw her. For one thing, she's learned Drain automatically, and as such, I don't really think she ever needs to learn Ifrit here, since she already has Drain and Fire, and she's going to learn Fire too at level 22 very soon anyway, and the next dungeon, we're not going to need Fire, so I wouldn't bother. Anyway, otherwise, Twilight now has a new command called Morph, so she can transform into her Esper form. Pretty cool. And why would you want to do that? Well, because it doubles her battle power, magic power, and her magic defense. Of course, you can't really abuse this ability. It is preset length of time that you can use it, and you actually have to build it up using by gathering magic points in battle. I'm not really sure what the minimum requirement is, unfortunately, but although there is no indicator anyway that tells you how many you've stocked up, you can gain a maximum of 255 magic points. However, if you do use Morph in battle, once the timer runs out or the battle ends, then you're going to have to start over from 0 again. So anyway, today, it's time to fly. Alrighty. We got some places to go, and the first place I want to go is right here. Woohoo! Alrighty, in we go. Baltimore. This place wasn't really that important before, but now it's got something new. This guy. Nope, not us. Gee, I wonder who that could have been. That sounds awful. 3,000 GP? Well, alright. Even though at a much later point in the game he'll sell it to us for 10 GP, we get Seraphim, which I guess is short for Seraphim. Anyway, this is another new Esper, actually very good for Twilight, and I will equip her with relics eventually. Yeah, this is relatively the same as it was before, except for one thing. Antidote instead of regen. This is the same rate, right? Yeah, the same rate as regen. Anyway, I wonder why we haven't seen regen yet. Huh, maybe we'll find out a little later. This is probably good for her to learn right now, in fact. Alright, onwards to the next location. Hey, we're back in Manhattan, and I've finally given Twilight some relics. We didn't really care about any of the shops or anything, but we do care about this place. This is the auction house, and there's some stuff we can get here. Some rare stuff, and also some stuff we really don't care about. Let's see what the first the item to bid for is. Oh, okay, treasure chest. Treasure chest will always be, at this point in the game at least, will always be one of two things. Either the pony feathers here, or the healing band, neither of which is really worthwhile. They're both horridly expensive and a bad ripoff, if you ask me. I never use either of them past this point. Yeah, it looks like they're making offers, but it doesn't matter. We could make an offer here, or we couldn't, and they're still going to say 7,000 GP, I think, right? Yeah, 7,000 GP. And then ultimately the pony feathers are worth 10,000 GP, but I don't want these. Screw that. Alright, so there's also one joke item here that there's no way you could possibly get, which is a supposedly talking chocobo, I believe, or something like that, which this guy here will always buy. But anyway, there's two things we want here. 2 Espers. And let's see how long it takes me to actually get them. Let's speed this up with the turbo mode, shall we? Well, there's a joke item. I'll come back and show you whenever an Esper finally shows up. Oh, hey, there we go. Golem! I'm sorry I didn't show me actually, getting up there, but anyway. This is a good one. This is a very expensive one. It's going to cost us 20,000 GP. Oh, by the way, before you do this, you might want to make sure you have at least 5,000 GP on you, I believe. Yeah, 15,000. 18,000. Well, screw you, dude. I got 20,000 GP. Woohoo! I'm a lucky person rather than a pony. I guess that's cool. I don't mind. We've already established a person is totally acceptable. Onwards to the next Esper. Well, anyway, while totally not recording, I got the Zone Seek, the other Esper I was looking for. Oh, God. Anyway, yeah, sorry about that. It costs 10,000 GP, so yeah. So yeah, make sure you have 50,000 GP if you want to get all three of these. So anyway, Golem here is still exactly the same as it was before. Cheech is safe, stop and cure 2. But Golem is a very unique Esper, and the first really, really awesome Esper for Celestia to abuse. Basically the way it works is that it becomes a barrier when you summon it of sorts. It will absorb any and all physical damage. However much it can take depends on its HP, and the HP it has depends entirely on the character who cast it. So, it also has its own defense rating, which I think is like 200, so it actually can take quite a lot of damage. Zone Seek otherwise casts Shell on the entire party, which is a little redundant since we can cast Shell ourselves. Where is it? On the whole party, though it is rather expensive at 40 MP, whereas Zone Seek is a slightly cheaper 30. Otherwise, it is also exactly the same as it was before, and this is also a really good Esper to teach Luna, if you haven't taught her much yet. Golem's okay to teach her too, although I might use Stop with her once in a while. Anyway, onward to our next location. We're done getting Espers. It's time to do a little stealing. Oh, I realized they might want to show you where I'm going. I'm traveling over here to this continent, as you can see on the map down there. And hey, looky, a town! Sweet! A town we haven't been to before. Well. How quaint. Thamersa. Or Themeresa? Something like that. Hey, Aunt Betty! Or Twilight's mom. I don't know which you... Wait, what? Right. Okay. Anyway. Hey, alright, here we go. Weapon shop. Let's... Well, doesn't that usually occur at a weapons and armor shop? Well, hey. Yeah, I just... Jerks, they don't want to sell us anything.
Bummer.
Well, fine. That's the same with the item shop, unfortunately. And we get an eye drop here. Not that I would ever go to the item shop anyway. Well, dang, man.
Bummer.
And we get a soft here. Well, heck, ponies around here are kind of... Scootaloo clone! Yeah, that kind of happens a lot. What's with you guys? Hey, Lyra, what's up? Really? Oh, that's interesting. Hey there, what's up? Can we stay at the inn? Yeah, but... Are you serious?
Bummer.
I mean, come on, don't you think that strangers would always come here? Why would anybody in this town bother to come to the inn? Jerk! Well, fine. Anyway, let's go up here, where we can get an echo screen. Alrighty. Hey, Elder! Yeah, every pony around here keeps saying that. That's kind of obvious, don't you think? Okay, then. Every pony here is so weird. Hey, dude! Fine. Don't be that way. Ain't nothing to get there. Huh, what is with this town? Oh, we got a green cherry here. Hey, what's up? Say, this pony looks strangely familiar. Wonder if she could possibly be important later. Huh. Well, this town's kind of a bust. Only a few items to gather here. Oh well. There's more important stuff to do here. Or to be had here. And for one thing, we might want to fight in the forest at least once. To fight the Chimera and also the Cephalosaur. I don't really care about these enemies right now, and I'm intending not to grind, so we're gonna run away. Anyway, the Chimera there is a great ability for Pinkie Pie. Run, Dash, come on, you're supposed to be the fastest. It's a great ability for Pinkie Pie, as it uses the Aqua Rake ability, and also has instant death protection and no weaknesses. Very cool. Anyway, we don't want to do that for right now, so let's get into a fight out here. We fight the Baskervore. Now that's what I'm looking for. I want to steal an item from this guy, and in the meantime, would you please stop him? Oh, there it is, the Earth TM vest. Let's get out of here. I don't want to grind again, as I said. Since, in a way, we're not supposed to come here yet. I'll talk about these enemies themselves. Run away, guys! Alright, so I'm going to stick around here real quick, running from every fight, and I'm going to steal 3 more of those Earth TM vests, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I've gotten these Earth TM vests. Now, what exactly is this item? This is the former Gaia gear from the original game. Strong versus Earth, as it says. Unfortunately, one minor thing has been nerfed about it. It no longer absorbs Earth elements. Instead, it gives us 50% protection from Earth and water. In fact, I don't think there's any equipment in this game that nullifies Earth damage in any way. Anyway, another difference that's actually a plus here is that any pony can equip it, unlike the original game where Edgar and Cyan were, were not allowed to. And check out these stat boosts! That's pretty darn good. And check out that evasion even. This is some really good armor. Best magic defense we can find right now. Really good stuff. But wait! There's more! This has a little hidden thing about it, too, that it doesn't tell you in any way, shape, or form about. It has auto-safe, making it one of the best pieces of armor we can find anywhere. In fact, with these, there's only one more piece of armor in the entire game that I feel like purchasing. Purchasing, mind you. There's other pieces of armor I want, it's just we're not going to be able to buy them. Also, one more thing that's great about the TMVS. It has auto HP plus. Just like the Green Beret here, although of course it doesn't say. And since they don't stack, we could actually equip some other helmet other than the Green Beret now. Although, this still has that evasion plus 10 and that little strength plus 1 that we really don't care about, which still makes it superior to any other helmet we can find right now. So, yeah, we're all equipped with them, but that doesn't really matter, because I'm going to go somewhere else now. And I'll be right back. So, as you can see from the world map, I'm on this little tiny island that's just north of Themersa down there. This is a very interesting island that has a particular monster I'm looking for. I might fight it first. Oh, and by the way, I have these guys with me now. I don't really care what they're equipped with, honestly, at the moment. But anyway, let's see. We can fight really old enemies here, or we can fight... not these guys. Anyway, yeah, here's the really old enemies. Well, anyway, I'm just going to keep running until I, I'll get back to you when I ever actually find the darn thing. Come on. Come on. Oh, there we go. Here's the enemy that, we can't see. And, you know, what occurs to me... I don't think I ever said this before. I really should have. Vanish Doom combination. That no longer works, for those of you who know what that is. So, this enemy here isn't really going to be so easy to beat, unfortunately, as it has ultimate defenses, besides being asleep. Well, I mean, well, not asleep, but, well, it is asleep, but vanished. It also has, it can absorb every single element. It has defenses against every status effect, including instant death. So there's not a whole lot we can do with it, other than one thing, which, after much debate, I've decided I might as well as show you at least once. And that starts with using an echo screen. Why am I doing this? Because it messes with the random number generator. Why does that matter? Because now Gamble is much, much easier to get any of the slots, including, if I use my old trick, 7. Oh, there it was, too. Whoops. Well, I think you can figure out what I'm trying to do. 7. And, lastly, 7. Sonic Rain Boom of Joker Doom, which kills anything, regardless of its defenses. Holy crap! Aww.
Okay, I guess I'll let you off the hook this time.
Oh well, doesn't matter. We don't get experience points, but we get tons of magic points! Alright! Little Learn Osmos, and Shell, and Rasp, all of which are great abilities for her. And hey, Tia learned Ice too. And, although it sounds kind of weird, Twilight learned Life! She learned the ways of life, and also Cure too. Awesome! Yeah, I'm never going to use that ability again. That's dirt cheap. You can literally kill almost anything in the game, including the final boss with that move. Also, sometimes you may accidentally execute that, but this isn't just echo screens that screws with the random number generator. Other items like the elixir, for example, and also certain spells like the holy spell, formerly known as Pearl, mess with it. You might find yourself accidentally, or rather suddenly, using or getting the triple airships with no problem whatsoever. So, anyway, there's one more thing to do now. It's off to the Veldt. Oh yeah, it's finally time for me to show you the trick that I promised so far back in that crazy technical video. And by the way, in this forest right here, for those of you who are looking to find every last random ability, you crazy person, you whoever you may be, there's a rare encounter in this forest called Grenade that, for all intents and purposes, is virtually exactly the same as Bomb and as a random ability. Anyway, I already showed you the trick for the Veldt that revolved around, and I'm going to have to revive Rainbow Dash. Hang on a sec. Sorry about that back there, Rainbow Dash. And all my test runs, the Meteor spell missed. Anyway, I've already shown you the trick where you save the game manually and then, well, you know, normally, and then manually reset to jump ahead 13 packs on the Veldt. But for the moment, let's save state real quick, and let's see what the next pack is right now. Oh, Rider. Okay, so this is pack number 11. Well, that's cool. So, here's the trick. Now that we know that this is going to be our next, that pack 11 is our next fight, we're going to come just over here. And we're going to fight any random thing. It doesn't matter. These are old enemies. I'm just going to run for them for all intents and purposes. Alright. And we're just going to zip back over here to the Veldt. Oh, by the way, on screen now is the list of everything you can fight in pack 11, including that Rider we just fought. So now that you've gotten a good look at it and seen what it has, let's see what we get in the fight with now. Come on. Any day now. Anytime. Rainbow Dash is waiting. Still going. Hey, this is totally in the, what's it called? All right, yeah. This is totally within pack 11. What we just did was we changed, where whenever you get into a random battle outside of the Veldt, it randomly changes what enemies you fight in a given pack. Keep in mind, of course, that it could randomly change to the exact same pack that you already, or the exact same enemy that you already met in that pack the last time you checked. Basically, you can just keep on going back and forth between here and checking, or even just save stating every time and to or making sure to save state in between just in case to get whatever you want. So, here on screen is everything that I want to get here in the Veldt. In particular, Aspic I love for its awesome Gigavolt ability, which is just barely weaker than Bolt 3, which is freakishly awesome for this point in the game. Another one of interest is that I actually have listed as a not so is the Baskervore, which I'm going to try out for the first time ever. Has the ability Cyclonic, which against any enemy that is not immune to instant death anyway, will reduce their HP down to 93.5%, which is kind of an odd ability, or number. Anyway, I'm going to get these real quick and be right back. And when I say right back, I mean like right away, because I already did it ahead of time. Alright, so it's time to get back to the story, because I don't really think I need to show you all those new abilities. And in order to do that, we're going back to Nache, which I just passed right over. Next time on Let's Play My Little Pony Fantasy 6. Arrivederci.